Hi, Alfiya, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. What about you?
I'm doing good. Can we begin by you telling us where you're located, where you live, and then how you came, that aha moment that flipped your switch to set you on the compassionate path of veganism?
Okay, so I'm from Kazakhstan. This is Central Asia place. And my way for veganism started at ninth grade at the school. Uh, I saw the cartoon The Simpsons. Lisa Simpson. She is very nice girl, and every time she cried, I'm vegetarian, I'm vegetarian, look at me, mama, I don't want to eat meat. And for me, it was interesting, who are they vegetarians? I started to search. Yes, and I found a lot of books about veganism, about vegans, about vegetarians, and I found books about Buddhism, about meditations, and I start to read, and I believe that when you start to search your right way, uh, universe gives you a lot of things that you can understand that this is your path. Like this, I believe is this thing that universe, when we start to go for right path, universe gives us a lot of steps that we can reach our goal like this. This is just my thoughts, okay?
No,
And
I think you're absolutely right. When you open yourself to something, like the universe then kind of throws it all at you because you weren't looking for it, so you
sure.
didn't see it. And then when you start opening your eyes, you start to see things that you didn't see before.
Yeah, sure. Now I can like some dots on my skin like this. Okay, so and I started read a lot about meditation, and I found Buddhist temple. Sorry, actually, before Kazakhstan, I stayed in Uzbekistan, and I moved to Kazakhstan 15 years ago, but start to be vegetarian. At first, I started to be vegetarian by Lisa Simpson, and I read a lot about meditation. And I understand I would like to make clear meditation practice, I must be vegetarian. And one day, I told to my mom, "Mom, I don't want to eat meat. No, never." And at school, I started to be vegetarian. It was hard for me because we have, for my environment, I didn't have no one person who will be food vegetarian with me. So, but I didn't stop. Uh, I went to university. I finished the university, and one day I went to mountain in near to Tashkent, and I met, some societies there. All this society was vegetarian. It was some spiritual society, and they gave me a lot of vegetarian food. Oh, I think, my God, wow, it's so interesting. Was like a society of ISKCON, like Krishna, Hare Krishna society. And I start to speaking with them, and for me it was very interesting. And after it, I went to the India because I started interesting about India very much because my path started from meditation, yes, like this. And I found a lot of interesting things in India, and I moved to India and stayed there about 3 years. I lived in India, and I connected with cows because cows in India, they are very free. They can walk in very free, and I love to be in connection with cows. I love them very much. I can hug them, and I still love cows very much because they're so wonderful animals. I cannot understand these big eyes. I love them very much. And after India, I moved to Tashkent, and I start to search about a lot of things about environment, about our planet, and I decided to study ecological things about our planet. And on the course of ecological path, I understand that animal farms working very bad for our planet. And I understand that to be vegan is better than vegetarian. And it was 7 years ago, I started to pure vegan. Already 7 years, I'm vegan by ecological environment because I started to be ecological teacher. And then I get married and I moved to Kazakhstan. Here's my husband and my son, they're vegetarians. But I try to make them vegans, but still they're just a vegetarian. Okay, and here's I'm making some volunteering work in schools. I'm teaching kids for some ecological things. And about 1 year ago, I started my own project. It's called Izgitamak in Kazakh language. It means good food. Like very, very good food. It's about, I try to make, to put plant-based option in the local organization and local restaurants. I have some like work map that I would like to put in future. And now I started to study and some fundraising and Thrive. And about 2 years ago, we tried to do Vegan Fest. And we did it. It was very nice. And I like this, that people started interesting about veganism in our country. And I'm happy about it. But still, it's in startup, in a start way. People interesting because we have very big ecological society in Kazakhstan. And people understand that something wrong is with farm factory. And we must do something. A lot of people here, they are like flexitarians. And 3 months ago, I started to make plant-based tasting in ecological actions. We have every month we have ecological actions, and I'm doing like plant-based tasting about. We have a few local organizations. They make vegan sausages.
Okay.
Vegan sausages, vegan cutlets, etc. Like this, very tasty. And I discussed with them, would you like, I can do promotion for you, for your products. And they say, yes, please, let's go. Let's work together.
Good. So what's the most surprising reactions that you've had when somebody tries one of your vegan dishes for the first time?
Oh, yes, it was people very surprised. They tried this. It's really no meat. It's really without meat. People looking at me with crazy eyes and they saying for me, I don't believe that it's not without meat. I don't know. This is no animal suffering. This is good for ecology. This is product save animals' life, and please, and you can clean your soul. Because if I believe that if you eat meat, your soul is dirty like this. Because I think this is our nature to be kind, but some people forget about it. And my project, it's about try to remind people that we are really kind persons. I believe in this. Maybe this is just my nature. Yes.
That is really very, very cool what you're doing. You're blending your education, organizing the events, and also reaching out in creative ways and letting them taste the food. So once they taste it, because I remember one of my first tastings when I went, I was invited to this Jewish center where they were having a health day, and they asked me if I wanted to come and table, and I did. And I made these little like breakfast egg sandwiches, and there was a guy who came and tasted it, and he's like, "Oh, this is so good! This is so good!" He went around to all the other people saying, "Oh, you got to come here and taste this. This is so good." And then he said it's like these little egg sandwiches. I'm like, it's not eggs, it's tofu. And they wouldn't believe it. And still, they all came and tasted it, and they said they were so good because people go around and they think because on TV, on an advertisement, they kind of always joke on vegan food being not tasty. Right? You always
Mm-hmm.
hear it, oh, it's vegan food, it can't have that or whatever. But in reality, when people actually taste it, for me, that's been my experience, is that like, really? This is so good. Are you sure? So
Yeah, so what about you when you started to be vegan?
I went vegan because I had stomach issues. But
Like,
I went vegetarian for that. And then I had a friend of mine who went to college with me, Mike, and he was vegan way back when we were in college. And he trying to get me to eat the food, and I kept telling him, I'm not a rabbit. I don't eat your food. So I used to tell him all those things that people tell me. I got canines, all the unqualified questions, I guess. And then he came and visited, and he made me make the connection about the animal suffering. And then I decided
mhm.
I'll go vegan right then and there. And so I did go vegan, and that was 12 years ago. So, yeah. And then I had
Oh,
ailments like I had fibromyalgia, I had migraines, I had swelling of the joints. It all went away. So,
wow,
yes,
wonderful experience. Nice, great.
yes.
Uh, about 2 months is we have spent it today. We spent it some workshops of vegan food
Uh-huh.
with my friends. She's a vegan nutrition um, professional. She's a like vegan nutrition professional, and
Uh-huh.
we did workshop today with her. It was very nice. We did raw food, raw vegan food, because I gave a lecture about how good for health is. Because here is the people, sometimes it's hard to understand about animal, but when you try to tell for people that it's good for health, they start to listening. Some new people, because people selfish persons, yes. And at first they would like to care about their health.
Right, right. And some people go vegan for the animals. That's how I went, for ethical reasons. And then some people go vegan for health. Some people go vegan for
Mhm.
the environment because they, want to save the planet. Um, you know, but we should go
Mhm.
vegan because of all those reasons, but mainly to stop the horrendous suffering of the animals.
Yes, I'm vegan for animals, for planet, for my health.
There you
What
go.
I said. Yes, because after that connection with cow, I can see how they spend their time with their child. And for me now, it's very strange thing to take milk from cow because
Uh-huh.
milk for cow's babies. And they're so cute.
That's so beautiful.
Really.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know. It's so like, even though you're in another part of the world, right? Um, and I am here. It's so crazy to think that we've all been conditioned to the same kind of thing. To eat animals, to kill animals, to drink another species milk, even though we know we don't need to do all of that. And for you know, I believe that we're all interconnected and we came from the same place, so we're all related in some way. Because
Mhm.
whether you believe in religion and evolution, or whether you believe in creation and So Big Bang Theory. So no matter which one you believe, we still started from one point. See what I'm saying? So if you
Yes.
believe in creation, then we started from there. If you believe in evolution, then we started from there. So that would mean that we're all related in some way. So and we also suffer the same kind of exploitation, and we suffer kind of the same conditioning, because we're all taught that we can't live without eating animals, and we know that that's not true.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where we have people who are fighting for climate, for the environment,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's
Mm-hmm.
people who don't believe it, right? They say it's a hoax.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly people who will profit from continuing to decimate the earth and all its
Mm-hmm.
natural resources, right? And we have people, like you said, they're selfish. You're just thinking about yourself, a health. I want to live, forever or whatever. And you're thinking, okay,
Mm-hmm.
this is why I'm going to do it. So it's just like trying to see how we're still in the same web, even though we might speak different
Mm-hmm.
languages, we might have different religions and different cultures, yet how is it that we got sold the same lie, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I think.
It just makes you think, right?
Mm-hmm. And maybe you said already. Where are you from? I forget. Maybe. Can
Yeah,
you repeat, please,
yeah.
about your place?
Huh?
About. Can you repeat about your place?
My place
Yes.
here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. That's where I.
Albuquerque. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Sorry, I forgot.
That's okay.
Yes,
I live
Mexico.
in Albuquerque, New Mexico, the land of enchantment. Um,
Wow.
I love it here. We are, we're struggling to bring up the plant-based eating theory. I put on a Veg Fest every year, so we get more and more people who attend, because they are looking for those answers, like the people who go to to your tastings, and they do it for
Mm-hmm.
their health. So we have people all over the world, I would presume, who are looking for this information, who want to do better for the planet, who want to do better for the animals, and who want to do better for their health and that of their families, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
so I think people as yourself, thank you so very much for doing what you do, advocating, to try to teach your community, because obviously
Mm-hmm.
the government is failing in helping us become healthier, because when they promote dairy and meat, they do so
Mm-hmm.
to gain money for themselves, profit for themselves. They
Yes.
don't do it because they
Yes.
care about your health or my health, because if they did, then it would look different. So we need people like you, like me, sharing these stories and going out there to show the world that, we're not a specific little group. Like, we're all over the world. We're all
Mm-hmm.
different kind of people. We're not only females, we're males, we're everything, um,
Yes.
all ages, all nationalities, sexual orientation, it doesn't matter. There's all kinds of people who have come to be awakened, to understand what's happening, you know,
Yes. Sure.
and
Agree.
trying to make a more compassionate, kind world, like you said.
Yes. Sure. If we will try a lot, I think a lot of people can awake. People can understand if you try to understand, because uh, we have some vegans, but they like to be. I'm just vegan for myself. But I think it's okay, it's good. I like them. We are meeting every time, and they prefer to be just to be vegan, but don't like to do any activism. But maybe this just myself. Maybe I'd like to, when I started to learn something, I think I must tell people about it. I cannot sit because people want to know what really happened with animals on farms. They must know this true. It's, for me, it's like my mission, maybe, yes, because it's really, I think every people must open their eyes and see truth. It's really important, actually, for me. And that you are doing very nice, and that you have a vegan festival. Wow, it's awesome. I hope in our place we will have often we will have a vegan festival every year, maybe in future. But now it's just about start. I told this in start line. And maybe in future we will have a big society, and maybe we will try to develop.
That's great. So tell my viewers, our interview is coming to a close. So tell our viewers the last words that you'd like to share with them, for those that are listening, about anything that has to do with veganism or challenges, opportunities. Be kinder. It's your turn.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. I can say about some challenges that we have in Kazakhstan, if you'd like, or we need to finish. Yes, now already. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Nice.
So you said. What is words of encouragement from you to our viewers about giving veganism a try for whichever reason they might feel, whether it's animals, climate, or health?
I think for all three ways, and for their own souls, I think, because this is my most believing, that veganism can clear our mind and can clear our soul. And we have healthy soul. If you have healthy soul, we have healthy body, because to eat meat is not for healthy soul like this, By this, I think if people stop eat meat, their soul will be very clean.
True. I mean, you're ingesting torture and violence into your body, so it can only. That's why it creates disease, because it's not for your body. But
of course.
Alfiya, thank you so very much for joining us and for being on the
Thank you.
I appreciate what you do. Thank you. Keep on doing what you're doing. You are really inspirational.
Thank you for invitation. I was very happy to join. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.